Managing your fundraising project on the Good Exchange, Part 1. Once you have logged into your Good Exchange account, select My Dashboard, then select Approved Projects. The box on your dashboard next to the title of your project shows the number of funding schemes your project is currently matching with, the number of funder shortlists your project has been added to, and the number of funding offers your project has received. You will not be able to see who these funders are until they make you a funding offer. This anonymity was requested by funders. If a funder does make you an offer, you will also be notified by email. On the drop-down menu under Reports, select Funding Report Master to download a summary of all funds coming into your selected project. Select Application Summary to download a summarised account of your project. Next, click on the title of your project. Note you only click on Edit Public Page if you wish to add visual details to your project, such as images and videos, etc. When viewing or amending the fundamental details of the project, always click on the title. Within this section, there are a number of green titles running along the middle of the page. Title 1, Project. This section contains an overview of all project financials, including project costs, grants, match funding and donations, gift aid, externally raised funds, and the Good Exchange platform service fee. For further explanation on any of the terms, click on the I symbol. In this section, at the very bottom, you can also add details of any funds raised externally from the Good Exchange, so that they are reflected in your fundraising target. Please note the platform service fee will not apply to these funds. Title 2, Application. This section displays each of the sections of your project and the answers that you have provided. If a funder sends you additional questions about your project directly, you will be notified by email, and an extra tab will be displayed here showing the funder name where you can provide a response. Title 3, Messages. Funders have the option of sending you a direct message through the platform. If they do send you a message, it will display here and you can respond. Title 4, Funds Raised. This section contains a breakdown of each of the grants, match funding amounts, donations and gift aid your project has received so far. Section 5, Funding Offers. This section is where you can view and accept your grant and match funding offers from funders. Click on the drop-down arrow next to the funder name to view the details of the offer, and download and then upload any required terms and conditions and accept the offer. Title 6, Application History. This section displays a list of all actions on your project. For example, when a funder confirms your funding offer, when your project was approved, etc. Title 7, Notes. Here you can add notes to your project which will be personal to your own organisation for your reference. Section 8, Documents. This section displays all the documents you have uploaded in your organisation registration and in the supporting documents section of your project. You will be able to upload any additional documents for information, but you will be unable to remove any. Section 8, Evaluation. This section is where you can complete end-of-project reports for funders. The deadline for completion of these reports is usually 3, 6 or 12 months after the date the project becomes or is marked as successful. There are also other options on this page for managing your project. To edit the fundamental details of your project, click the green button on the top right. If your project has received some funding, this button will read Request to Edit. The Good Exchange will consider your request before placing the project back into draft for editing. You will then be able to edit and resubmit. If your project has not yet received any funding, the button will instead read Reset to Draft, and the project will immediately move to the Draft Applications tab on your dashboard for you to edit and resubmit. Note, whichever option is used, your project will be offline until resubmitted and then approved by the Good Exchange team. The date shown here is the fundraising deadline for your project. This is usually 1 year from the date the project became live on the platform originally. To request an extension to this deadline, contact the Good Exchange support team. On the Good Exchange, your project can automatically become fully funded or successful as a result of funder support, donations, gift aid, and the addition of externally raised funds. However, sometimes you may wish to close your project before this. To do this, click Mark as Successful on the top right. Before doing this, consider the following. 1. Have you added details of any funds raised externally first so they can be accounted for on your project target? This can provide a more accurate picture of all the fundraising you have been undertaking and to show that you have reached or are close to your target. 2. Are you still fundraising for this project? If so, it would be best to continue as your project may yet receive further funder support or donations. If the project has received no funding of any kind, please contact the Good Exchange who can close the project for you. For further information on how to use the Good Exchange, please visit the link below. Alternatively, if you'd like to keep up to date with our new how-to videos on using the Good Exchange, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications.